the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Bulls in Chicago. For Chicago, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. And the Orlando Magic, 7 years removed from the Dwight Howard era, still rebuilding. Kenny, what the heck's going on there?
You know what? 7 years from Dwight Howard, probably 17 years from our good friend Shaquille O'Neal, and they're still having a tough time. The longest drought in franchise history.
You know, they haven't had star talent. Without stars, Kenny, you know this, it's hard to win.
Yeah.
Time now for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
We're in the place they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. It's on the road tomorrow as the Bulls wrap up this home stretch. They feel like they're a better team than their record shows, and in games like this one, it's an opportunity to prove it. They can step it up and make a game of it. We'll see.
Yeah, and guys, it's difficult with the job that's ahead of them. Anytime a team gets into a funk like the one they're in, getting out of it is really difficult. They seem to be a little bit scattered to me here of late, and I like to see them just come up with a definite plan and stick to that script.
As we reach the halfway point in the season, Steve, how much does a team's depth start to play a part?
It plays a lot. I mean, if you have lack of it, then you start to see the guys that needed some rest or those nagging injuries, you can't rest them. You got to play them, especially if you're jockeying for position, looking down the road for playoffs. And then the teams who are, I would say, have all the depth in the world, those coaches have it great. They get a chance to pick and choose. They sit some guys. I know the league doesn't like that, and they get a chance to start some other guys. They manage minutes and manage injuries very well when you have a deep team.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Now here is Augustine. Lopez with the block. They get it back. Good work there as it goes. We're about 1 minute into the first. On the wing, Levine. Shoots over Fournier. And there's Levine on the assist from Dunn. Levine's got his first basket of the night.
That's something Zach works on to round out his game. Consistency from the mid-range.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Fournier gets a wide open look. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Now here's Lopez. Parker surveying the floor. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Parker's got his second bucket.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there is nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Chicago. The Magic shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And Steve, last season, even with Robin Lopez playing 64 games, the Bulls were dead last in block shots.
Yeah, Robin averaged less than 1 block a game for the first time in 6 years. What's really sad about that, he still led the team.
Now Augustine, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Augustine against Parker. Here's Gordon.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Now, here is Young. Parker outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Fred Hoiberg. Dave?
Well, Kevin, he talked about the importance of how tight-knit this group is. He said it's really starting to get to where they can read each other's minds out there. One guy can see another cutting without even looking up. It's a lot of fun to watch. And they're hoping they can keep that fun up tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, David. Their focus is going to be on good shot selection here early, guys.
And it's going to take a team effort. They can't have guys going solo and getting themselves into tough one-on-one situations.
It wouldn't hurt to focus on their low post game. It doesn't get any more high percentage than those easy looks in tight.
But they'll get another chance. Vucevic to the pass to Isaac, and stolen by Dunn. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, LaVine inside the three-point line, and Vucevic pulls it down.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Now here is Augustine. No points in the game yet for him. And yes, it's good.
Having a good, efficient start to this game offensively. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Dunn outside. Sinks that one from the post.
This is Dunn's game. Terrific acceleration. Very hard to stay in front of.
Augustine looking around. Poked loose. And Vucevic kicks to Fournier. Isaac passes to Fournier. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Clock at 6. And it's Vucevic missing.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
Here's Dunn. It's hauled in by the Magic.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Fournier against Levine. Back to Fournier. Vucevic down low. Lopez is there. Fournier for 3. A shot off that time, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
Gordon trying to break loose. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Dunn outside. Kicks to Young. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Parker against Augustine. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Bulls leading by 4.
Last season, the Bulls only won 27 games, but they showed a lot of promise. Hoiberg finally had a roster that could play up-tempo offense, a free-flowing style. That's how he coached in college.
Now, here is Young. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lopez finds Levine out left to the wing. And Parker, here we go. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bobby Portis is checked in for Chicago. Orlando also making some changes. Bamba is checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Simmons subbed in for Evan Fournier. Parker inside. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
A moment here to see some stats for Parker. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And we're talking about Hoiberg. He really looks to take advantage of a defense before it's set.
So true. He'll run someone off an early screen for a 3-point look. Quick dribble handoffs, a lot of movement. He got last year's team to play unselfishly and play hard.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Valentine comes in for Young. And it's Andre Robertson in for Zach LaVine. Now here's Ross. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
One thing scouts knew about Chris Dunn coming in, he can guard both on the ball and in help situations.
Lets it go from 11. Bucket is good. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Grant dishes to Ross. Bamba kicks to Ross. To end the cold streak. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
Robertson the pass to Valentine. That one misses. Simmons with the defensive effort. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here is Ross. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot clock at 6. Over Carter. And it doesn't even draw iron.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Carter. Portis kicks to Robertson. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that one's good. Simmons. The Bulls leading by 4. Out to the right wing. Here's Carter. And it doesn't even draw iron.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
So it's Chicago now after the Magic pick up 2. Dunn passes to Carter. Dunn outside. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Grant against Dunn. Grant surveying the D. Offensive rebound. Simmons. Kicks it out to Gordon. There's the pass to Ross. Grant finds Gordon. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Grant against Dunn. Pass to Valentine. Here's Carter. Carter. It's good on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 4.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Grant dishes to Ross. Bamba kicks to Ross. And Ross with the slam.
He has size, but the first step of Terrence Ross is what makes him so good on the drive.
And Chicago shooting 42% to begin this game. Dunn against Grant. Dunn passes to Valentine. To the middle. Here's Carter. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. The Magic trail by 4. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Ross. Another shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Love the anticipation there from Terrence Ross to go up and get that miss off the iron.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Bulls making a change here. Levine's checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Ross. Chicago has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Robertson. Guarded by Simmons. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's his first foul. And here are the Bulls now. Valentine with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Good on the three-point shot. Levine's got 5 points so far.
Nice form. The elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic-looking shot.
Outside Gordon. Pulls it from 20. That one wide left. And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls lead by 4. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she bears herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
They've got Portis. Levine is out there with Robertson. Then there's Valentine. And it's Carter in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time, and it's difficult to do even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. D.A., thank you.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot, and this one was uncontested.
Grant finds Ross. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Grant.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Portis. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass to Levine. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Zach LaVine won back-to-back dunk contests in 2015 and 2016. The second one against Eric Gordon, an all-time classic.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Levine. The Magic getting the bucket. Now the pass to Robertson. He kicks to Valentine. 6 to shoot. Shoots. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Great college pedigree for Denzel Valentine. 4 years at Michigan State University, my alma mater. A hometown kid from Lansing. His father was a Spartan, and Denzel honored to wear his father's number, 45.
He misses the free throw. And Valentine recognized as the National Player of the Year his senior season.
You know, a lot of times seniors will slip in the draft. Valentine, too highly decorated to ignore. A lottery pick in 2016. One of those players who makes others better.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Robin Lopez is checked in for Carter. Parker comes in for Bobby Portis. And Nick Young is subbed in for Robertson. And the second free throw, good. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Now Grant. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside Fournier. Kicks to Vucevic. The Magic need to get a shot off here. For 3. Valentine grabs the board.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Here's Bamba after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded by Fournier. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Denzel Valentine, another tough, high IQ player, Greg, out of Michigan State.
Yeah, four-year player for the Spartans. He knows how to play the game of basketball and has the versatility to impact the game in a variety of ways.
And Orlando making a change here. Augustine's checked in. When you're evaluating players, Steve, as you often do, which mental qualities indicate a high probability, you think, of success?
You look at guys who can stay, I would say, locked in through adversity. You know, most of us are pretty good when there's no adversity, but the players that take it to another level, when you have things that are not going right, and they can stay mentally locked in through times when it's not going well.
Here's Levine, following the basket by Evan Fournier. Levine kicks to Young. Parker outside. In the corner, Valentine with it. And the Bulls with another miss. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Now the feed to Bamba. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Jabari Parker.
Yeah, and even though Bamba's going to have to add muscle, he's strong enough to power that one through the contact. And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first things you notice is that 7'9" wingspan. I mean, yeah, he's got to add more muscle on that frame, but he can use that reach already to make an impact at both ends.
One shot.
And with Bamba, in addition to his crazy length, you also get a player who's extremely smart.
How about getting scholarship offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard? You can see him thinking on the court. He's deliberate in the things that he does. Bright, bright future ahead for him.
Young passes to Parker. And nothing but hair on that one. Orlando trailing here. Here's Augustine. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Vucevic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And it's tied up with that one. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And so here is Chicago. Levine finds Lopez. Now Parker. He's guarded by Fournier. Here's the teardrop, and it's blocked.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Lopez. Averaging about 3 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now here's Parker. 20 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Levine deciding where to go with it. Young outside. Levine against Augustine. They need this one. And Levine finishes inside. Levine's got 4 points this quarter.
You see Levine's filled out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Isaac with the ball. Young's there. Count that one from Isaac. Isaac's got the lead back up to 1 now for the Magic. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Levine. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Parker against Vucevic. From deep three-point range, rebounded by Isaac.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Young against Fournier. Yep, that one goes. And now a three-point Magic lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Valentine. 6 points for him. The kick out to Young. Knocked loose. Passes it to Valentine. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Magic. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And I know that's a game they'd like to forget. Sort of a tough day for them all the way around.
You know, sometimes you just have to erase a game from your memory and move on. And I believe they have, and they will recover. He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Right side Fournier. And stolen by Valentine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Showing that electric speed and quickness, Levine pushes the action, draws contact. Zach LaVine, he has the mentality of a go-to scorer. He's got the confidence to take and make tough contested shots.
The first free throw is good. And Steve, Zach LaVine, no lack of confidence, great range on his shot. What's the next step, you think, in the maturation of his game?
Without question, it's at the defensive end. A slender built, but has the tools to be a quality defender. It's about focus and the desire to be a two-way player.
And the Bulls making a change here. Dunn's checked in.
A late bloomer in high school, Zach LaVine could still be just scratching the surface of his true ability.
And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Augustine. Augustine's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Dunn kicks to Parker.
Second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Free throw good by Parker. And Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
Well, you know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when, per se, like the Kevin Durant move, but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the players starting to see where they sometimes don't think the organization have loyalty, but sometimes, and you can see organizations a lot of times is just looking to make their teams better, but it really comes down to a trade when the loyalty started to be questioned.
Here's Vucevic. The shot off that time, and Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
And really, you'd like to just see more from that inside game offensively. And that one, it didn't happen.
You know, it's not rocket science. When you're cold from the perimeter, you got to pound it inside and at least draw some fouls.
Just 3 to shoot. And the Bulls with another miss. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. They trail by 1. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Pass to Simmons. Back to Isaac. Outside, Simmons. And stolen by Dunn. And now here comes Young leading the break, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Great steal to get them in transition. Chris Dunn with the anticipation, so disruptive on the defensive end.
For Chicago, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. Carter, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. And a change for the Magic. Gordon's checked in for Isaac.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The Magic trail by 4. Now here is Augustine. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Now here's Dunn. And there's the pass to Carter. Young taking his time here. Back to Carter. Just 4 to shoot. Great D that time from Vucevic.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
Ross against Carter. Takes the 13-footer. No good from Ross. The Bulls leading by 4. To the left side wing. Inside, Robertson. Vucevic with the block. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Simmons inside the line. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Young against Ross. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Robertson. Guarded by Simmons. Young's shot is off.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Aaron Gordon. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging 22 points per, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him, but that's easier said than done.
Now here's Gordon. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And a great first quarter for him, but he seems to be slowing down here in the second.
Sharon Grant, he's checked in for Augustine. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Young passes to Dunn. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. 5 on the clock. High post shot. Robertson can't hit.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
And Simmons kicks to Grant. Pass to Vucevic. He gets it up, and the last-second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls out front, up by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Fred Hoiberg. Coach, your team set the tone defensively in that first half. What stood out to you most at that end of the floor?
Just overall activity. We had active hands. We got a lot of deflections. That led to some run-out, easy baskets for us.
Coach, we'll see if they still have that energy in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello! You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here at this beautiful table. This is a beautiful table.
What is this, oak?
It is. It's, I think it's teak.
Oh, teak.
There's Shaq. There's Kenny.
Polished oak.
Teak. It's very nice. It's very nice.
You mean antique?
No, it's just teak.
I have an antique.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
I was surprised at some of the recklessness. They were scattered, sloppy ball handling, just too many turnovers. It gets back to fundamentals. Forget the highlight reel pass. Make the effective one. Simple bounce pass. John Wooden taught us that in the 40s, 30s, 50s, whenever he was coaching. Just play under control. Simple ball, dude.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so in the game for the Magic, inside we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position.
I'm not entirely sure what the defensive strategy was there, but it worked poorly. He loves taking that shot.
Dunn against Augustine. Dunn attacking. The teardrop falls in. Dunn's got 6.
Challenging the heart of the defense, Dunn will break you down if you don't stay connected to him.
Dunn against Augustine. And stolen by Dunn. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The Magic trail by 4. And here's Augustine, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Vucevic. Pass to Augustine. Poke loose.
Out of bounds.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Magic.
And really, the long ball hadn't been a big factor for him. Not a lot of attempts, not a lot of makes either. Nothing wrong, though, with probing inside on days when the shots aren't falling.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Augustine, no luck.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
And Jonathan Isaac making progress, but he was drafted knowing he had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't try and compare Isaac to the rest of his draft class. He's going to be on a different timeline as far as his development goes. Might take longer for him to be ready, but the payoff, man, could be huge as his ceiling is really high.
That's good from Isaac. Steve, offenses have gotten so good at stretching the floor. What are defenses doing to counteract that?
I think that what they're doing right now is they're having guys with the versatility of switching, because if you run pick and roll and you can switch, it keeps everybody in front of you. And I think also right now they're having multiple guys and going deeper to have guys who are in foul trouble that they can look down to their bench and they can play 10 or 12 guys on their roster.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
Now here's Parker. He's got 9. Dunn dishes to Parker. And stolen by Gordon. Augustine against Dunn. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. A 2-point game. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And that one's good. Parker.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Lopez with the steal. Here's Dunn. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. T.J. Augustine picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. Chris Dunn taking 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. And Greg, you look at Dunn, it can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
And he makes both free throws.
To me, Chris Dunn has all the tools to be really good. Has to cut down on the turnovers and has to keep working on that jump shot.
Now here's Fournier. He's got 10. Over Levine. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Yes, indeed. The D thought they had him, but he still found a way to get it done.
So it's Orlando now after the Bulls pick up 2. Near the three-point line, it's Augustine. Nice jump shot. Good. Chicago leading by 6. Dunn passes to Young. Vucevic against Lopez. Levine finds Lopez. Bulls moving the ball around. Dunn misses. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Well, it's been a heck of a recent stretch for these guys. The centers and power forwards averaging the most points in their position in the last 10 games. Aaron Gordon is second. In the third spot, Jabari Parker.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
The other thing they have in common is that killer instinct. Every one of these guys wants the ball down low. They want to be the #1 option on every trip down the court.
The Magic trail by 6. Isaac with the ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And he's accustomed to having the defense draped all over him, but when he's that deep, they really don't have a chance to contest.
Now here's Parker. Back to Levine. Parker outside. Clock at 6. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Parker's got 13.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Gordon for 3, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
Levine kicks to Parker. Over Gordon. Parker's shot is off.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
Feeds it to Gordon. Right side Fournier. Here's Vucevic. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Parker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Rebound by the Magic. Gordon's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Augustine against Parker, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 3. Pass to Fournier. Over Levine. And there are the Magic with another bucket. For Chicago, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Dunn passes to Young. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Bobby Portis comes in for Parker. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Nick Young. And it's Robertson in for Levine. Then for the Magic, Bamba is checked in for Gordon. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Isaac. And it's Grant in for Augustine.
Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this league.
The pass to Bamba. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. The jump hook, and it's Orlando with another.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Over to the wing. Carter dishes to Dunn. Over Grant. And Bamba pulls it down. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's Fournier on the wing. 12 points for him. And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That is his 1st foul of the game. Ross is checked in for Orlando. For the lead. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Grant against Dunn. Pass to Robertson. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Portis.
And he just takes pleasure in shutting his man down. I love seeing Bamba work this hard on that end of the floor.
Inside. And Vucevic kicks to Bamba. Grant up top. Defended by Portis. Grant, that's good. Grant's got his second basket of the night. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
The shot's good from Carter. Carter's got 6 points.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
Pass to Bamba. Here's Vucevic. Grant gets a wide open look. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Chicago leading. Here's Robertson. No points in the game yet for him. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. High arcing shot, and it's good on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 3.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Grant finds Ross. Looking to get back on track here, and the layup is up and in.
Timeout.
11 points in the game.
Ross didn't seem bothered at all by the contact there. Nice finish.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And let's take a look at the story on Chris Dunn. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's putting up about 17 points, over 2.5 steals, and 5 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Now, here's Dunn. Some solid defense from Grant.
And guys, Chris Dunn has outstanding physical tools. Long arms, athletic, great upside at the defensive end.
Here is Ross. 11 points in the game. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Ross has got 13 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the paint, here's Carter. Vucevic with the block. Grant outside. And stolen by Valentine. To the inside, Robertson. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Magic. It's a 1-point game. And Dunn has the size to guard either backcourt spot.
I agree. A good rebounder for a guard. Gets a lot of steals. He plays with a high energy level.
Nick Young's checked in for the Bulls. And a switcher also for Orlando. Gordon's checked in. Here's Robertson. 1:11 left to play here in the third. Dunn against Grant. 6 to shoot. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gordon against Young. Just 5 to shoot. Now the pass to Portis. From outside, off the mark.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Young against Gordon. Back to Young. Right wing. Here's Robertson. Guarded by Simmons. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That can happen when the energy gets turned up, the stakes gets raised. Bad miscue.
Orlando trailing here. Now Grant. Poked away. He kicks it to Vucevic. Over Carter. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 6 here in this quarter. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Magic lead by 1. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Carter out there with Portis. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Young in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Fires from 18. And it's off the back rim. No good. Orlando leading. Gordon outside. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Robertson. Outside LaVine. Plenty of space. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Grant kicks to Gordon. Down low. On the wing, Gordon. Grant the pass to Gordon. Knocks down the 3 ball. Gordon's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Orlando.
And you can see they're waking up after what was a sluggish first half for them offensively. They've been much more accurate from the field since halftime.
For 3, LaVine. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Such great balance and rhythm on this shot. Zach LaVine making it look easy.
Pass to Simmons. And good that time.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Bulls trail by 3. Outside LaVine. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Young up top, defended by Gordon. Young's shot is off. Magic leading by 3. Gordon finds Grant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Jaren Grant, 5 years at Notre Dame, redshirted as a freshman and helped lead them to the Elite 8 back in 2015.
The Irish had a high-powered offense, Kevin. A lot of shooters. A good preparation for him in the NBA.
The free throw drops for Grant. So for the Bulls. Robin Lopez is checked in for Carter. Parker comes in for Bobby Portis. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Andre Robertson. Orlando also making some changes. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Vucevic. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Simmons. And Grant drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Levine, here we go. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Levine's got 5 points now this quarter.
And we've seen this before. Zach with the ability to put up points in bunches.
Dunn against Grant. Dunn kicks to Levine. Young passes to Levine. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And the Magic making a change here. Augustine's checked in.
DJ Augustine.
Six on the shot clock. Young for three. Augustine grabs the board.
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Levine can't hit. Magic leading by 5. Now here's Isaac. And he converts the layup.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
And so Young will bring it up for Chicago.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
And Fournier kicks to Bamba. Levine against Fournier. That one's not going to go. And the Bulls going the other way now. Parker left side. Levine against Fournier. Young outside. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Dunn kicks to Young. From the high post.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Fournier. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's on Zach Levine.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. I mean, he always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
That one misses for Fournier. Bulls trail by 5. And here is Parker. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Lopez passes to Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. Lopez kicks to Dunn. Now, here is Young. He's covered by Isaac. Fades back.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
Pass to Augustine. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
Dunn passes to Young. Kicks it to Lopez. On the wing, Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Dunn misses. Magic leading by 8. Outside Fournier. With the floater, and he sinks the layup.
And what it looks like now, guys, their confidence is growing, and so is this lead.
But they can't just sit back and enjoy it. They need to keep up the momentum.
Chicago calls timeout. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Evan Fournier.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
He'd finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum. And his effort has been very special tonight. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen in on what Fred Hoiberg told his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. Pass to Augustine. Back to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is long. Bulls trail by 8. Levine dishes to Parker. Up and in on the layup.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Orlando, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Fournier against Levine. Outside Fournier. He dishes it to Augustine. And he gets the bucket. And the Magic lead by 8.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Levine finds Lopez. Stolen by Bamba. Here's Isaac. Chicago grabs the miss. Parker's got 8 rebounds in this game. Kick out to Levine. Shines over Fournier. Levine can't hit. Magic leading by 8. Outside Fournier. Augustine against Dunn. The rebound by Young. Young's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Levine, here we go. Parker trying to free himself up. Levine can't hit.
You know, with that much room, you don't lay it up. You throw it down like you've been disrespected.
Good work there as it goes.
And Isaac has proven to be more than capable with his mid-range jump shot. He keeps it up high in the air so the defense doesn't really have a chance to disrupt his rhythm.
Lopez with the ball. Bamba picks him up. Dunn kicks to Levine. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Gordon. Dunn against Augustine. Now, here's Isaac. He's covered closely. Clock at 6. Dishes to Gordon. Over Young. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And now it's a 12-point Magic lead. Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
Dunn against Augustine. And the dunk by Parker.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Augustine passes to Bamba. There's the dish to Fournier. Shoots from 12. That shot is off. Nice D from Levine. Here's Dunn. Parker trying to free himself up. Dunn misses. Orlando leading by 10. Isaac with the ball. It's Fournier on the wing. Guarded by Levine. Fournier passes to Bamba. Parker with the steal. The pass to Dunn. Over Augustine. That's good from Dunn on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one. 1:43 left in the game. Fournier against Levine. Fournier goes in. Now Isaac. He kicks to Augustine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Bamba. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Bulls trail by 8. Here's Dunn. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And Dunn is just a clutch performer. This guy knows how to step up when it matters most.
Here's Fournier. Gordon trying to break loose. Softly drops in the floater. 18 points for Evan Fournier.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Dunn against Augustine. Dunn kicks to Young. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Chicago. Here's Dunn. It's good.
You got to give it to Chris Dunn. He's been shouldering the scoring load his entire basketball career, and now he's doing it at this level.
And so they foul intentionally. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They trail by 8. 26 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Young. Passes it to Dunn. On the wing, Levine. Shoots over Fournier. That's tipped. Now here is Augustine. Tipped away. And so it's Orlando winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Nick, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We were really good on defense, and then once we get stops, we're very good on offense. We got some easy ones, and we just kept grinding. We never let it back in the game, and it felt good to get this one tonight.
Great performance by you guys, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.